Hello, family. I'm so glad to be here with you guys today. I appreciate you and love you all. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about being the parent of an autistic child and the spiritual reason for why I was chosen to be this child's mother. A lot of you may have special needs children. You may have children that don't have autism. Maybe your child has some physical disability. And as unfortunate as it might seem outwardly to other people, you must know that it takes a special person to raise a special person. The universe put you with that child and put that child with you because that child's soul mission may have had something to do with your soul mission. And you guys complement each other and you learn from each other. Don't necessarily feel like, oh, woe is me. Why do I have a special needs child? Why couldn't my child just be quote unquote normal? Okay? Stop with that thinking right now, because you bring your special gifts of parenthood, of patience, of love, of compassion, all of these necessary things that it takes to raise a child with special needs. Okay? That child relies on you, and you rely on that child in a sense, because maybe you have a nurturing quality about you. I know in my case, I have Cancer moon and Cancer rising. And Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, honey. We will mother the hell out of somebody. So, in that regard, I realize maybe I do this so effortlessly because it's just innate. It's built in me. So, I would be the type of parent that can take care of a special needs child and give it my all and go hard for mine, okay? So, that being said, it takes a special person to raise a special person. It's not an accident. There are no mistakes or no accidents. There's just different timelines and different possibilities. Mix it with free will, okay? So, for example, maybe the genes that you have mixed with the genes of your partner created the genes of a special needs child. Okay? Look at it in that way. So because you chose that specific partner to have children with, this is the reality that you now have. So had you chosen a different partner, maybe you wouldn't have a child with that specific special need or something to that effect. However, there are no mistakes. You have different timelines for a reason. Now, you stepped into this timeline because it was a possibility for you. Okay? Realize that there's a blessing in it. Don't feel less fortunate. Feel grateful. Be grateful for your child with special needs. Know that that child is teaching you something every day. You might feel like you're teaching that child everything. Like, for example, my autistic son, 6 years old, okay? I'm constantly trying to teach him his independence. Because right now, in the field that I currently work, I work with individuals with intellectual disabilities, okay? As a human resource manager, I have to make sure I pair them with the right kind of direct support professional, with the right staff that will assist them and not hinder them. So because of that training that I have, I constantly teach independence to my child. And that's no mistake either. I actually took this position literally right after my son was diagnosed with autism. So that should let you know that if something is meant for you, you're going to align with it. So you shouldn't feel like, you got the short end of the stick. Don't look at other people with their atypical children. Atypical, okay? And think, oh, I really wish my child can do that, or my child can't do that. Don't degrade it. Uplift what you've been blessed with. Because this is a soul path. It's a life purpose. There's a mission behind this. This challenge that you're facing is teaching you more than you even understand yet. It's preparing you. Okay? And just like that child chose you to be their mother or their father, you chose that child. You guys chose each other pre-birth. So don't regret it. Don't look at it like it's a sad thing. My child teaches me something new every day. Limitations that you place on your children, they will eventually surpass. You might feel like, oh, my child has cerebral palsy and they can't stand on their own and they can't do this on their own. And then maybe 6 months later, they're walking on their own without any braces or any, any crutches or canes. And they don't need a wheelchair anymore. 6 months after you place this limitation on them, they just break past that barrier. It will amaze you how much special needs children can do. So don't put them in a box. Don't limit them. I thought my child would never look me directly in the eyes. I thought my child would never say mommy, mama. I never thought my child would say I love you. My child has full-fledged conversations with me now. And I can understand him, and he can understand me. Other people can now understand my child. Okay, so all the barriers and limitations that I placed on him, he's already broken through. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, as long as you keep pouring love and light into that child will blossom and transform like a butterfly. From a caterpillar to a butterfly. Okay? Now, on a spiritual note, that child came here with a special mission or a special gift. So you might think, oh, my child can't do this, my child can't do that. They can't talk, they haven't spoken, a word, and, my child is 12 years old and they can't talk. Well, guess what? That child has chosen a life as an observer. And that child is taking everything in. And I'm pretty sure that child understands what's going on, even though they don't verbalize it. So be aware of that. Be aware that these children can understand and comprehend. And these children are, I feel like they're mislabeled a lot of times and misjudged. In our society, we constantly, want to diagnose and medicate and all that nonsense. But from a spiritual standpoint, these children are the indigo seeds, the indigo children, the light workers, the empaths, the star seeds. These children have special gifts and special talents that we can't even access. For example, and I'm using the example of an autistic child because that's my reality. So if an autistic child is in the presence of someone and they don't make direct eye contact with that person or they don't engage with that person, it's a specific reason for that. It could be that that person's energy is not vibrating on the same frequency as them. That autistic child's frequency is on a higher level. And if somebody on a lower level tries to engage, that child won't even acknowledge you. And they say, oh, it's lack of eye contact. Those children can't even look you in the eye. No, those children can look people in the eye who vibrate high. Those children can look people in the eye who vibrate high. When my son started looking directly at people, it's because he picked up as an empath, because my son is an empath. He picks up on people's emotions instantly. He picks up on their vibration. So he can walk into a room, like if he's entering a new child care center, or, if he's entering a new classroom or something, and he focuses on a specific person, it's because that person was able to enter their energy field because their vibration was high enough. The people who he pays no mind to, the people who he will not even look you in the face or acknowledge you, is because they are so focused and they are vibrating so high in their energy field that that person doesn't even exist to them. They're in a whole nother dimension. So understand, there's spiritual reasons for why these children with these special needs are doing the things that they're doing. There's a reason why they fixate on specific things. And that's one of the telltale signs that they will label you with autism. If you have tunnel vision, for example, and you can only zero in and focus in on one specific topic, or maybe you have a fascination with trains or buses, or maybe you have a fascination with electronics, or, building things, or how things work. And you can take apart a whole computer and put the shit back together in 20 minutes, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that special gift and that talent is, because best believe it's a gift and a talent. That is their mission. That is their purpose. Okay? So know that even some of the brightest people, some of the brightest and smartest and, intelligent people have some sort of special need that you don't know about sometimes. Sometimes they don't put it out there. But a lot of the people who invented things, a lot of the people who created, apps that, are billion-dollar companies and things like that, these people have special needs too. Okay? And I wish people wouldn't hide it, that they would feel more comfortable to expose these things, to make it more acceptable in the 3D. But as we ascend to 4D and 5D, we will start to realize that these people are special gems. Don't put anything past them. Don't think that they can't be something magnificent and great. And on that note, I just really want you to know that you are a special person. If you have a special child, you're a special person. You have a mission, and that's a part of your soul purpose. That's a part of some of the challenge that you have to overcome in life. And just change your perception. Don't look at your child as a burden. Don't look at your child as, oh, they're disabled. They'll never do this. They'll never do that. Don't put your child in a box. And on a spiritual note, thank God. I thank God for my child. I thank God for my experiences with my children, from Grant's birth all the way to his death. I was there. And I really feel blessed to have been able to be his mother. I feel that was an opportunity for me to obviously learn and to grow, because who I am today is because of my children. I love you all. I hope you have a great day. To my subscribers, you guys are super dope. I appreciate you. And we moving on up, and more videos are coming. My new subscribers, I'm so happy and grateful that you took a chance on subscribing to me. I hope you like my content, and more and greater things are coming in love and light.